Well, there's a new kid on the block in the world of hand planes, and that is the Melbourne Tool Company out of Australia. When I first heard about them, I knew I had to check them out, so we contacted them and they graciously sent us this kit that you can purchase online. And I want to make it clear that they have no expectations of what I'm to say or my opinions. They have no input. They do not see this video before it's posted. But we're going to take a look at these. I've not even opened the boxes. So we're going to open the boxes and take them apart and evaluate them and put them to use and see if they're a decent contender to be considered for your shop. I want to take a look at this low-angle smoothing plane, bench plane from Melbourne Tool Company. I've not had this out of the box yet, so I'm kind of anxious to see what it looks like. Oh wow, this is impressive. You got a custom fit foam insert, which is great for storing the plane to keep it from damage, and it's also great for them for shipping purposes. It keeps the plane from being damaged during shipment. Take this out, and I like the choice of the lighter woods for the knob and tote. It's kind of different, and I think it looks nice. They've got some protective paper wrapped around it to protect it from rust during shipment. What I like too is that this plane doesn't have a heavy coating of oil or grease on it, so I don't need to do much cleanup on it at all. I may just wipe it down a little bit with a damp rag or a rag dampened with some solvent just to get off any remaining film. So if I check, I want to make sure that the sides of the plane are squared to the sole so that I could use this plane potentially as a shooting plane. And I'm liking what I see here. I don't see any gaps, so I'm impressed that this has been machined well. If I check it with a straight edge, what's that look like? That's also pretty impressive. I don't see any light or any gaps. So far so good. Now, this is another plane that features a cam style adjuster for the mouth opening. So as I loosen the knob and I turn or move this crank like so, it adjusts the opening of the mouth. This one seems to work pretty smoothly. A lot of these cam adjusters I'm not a fan of because they're so roughly machined, and they're hard to operate. But in all honesty, once you get the mouth adjusted, you're rarely going to change it. So at least that's my experience. So I like to set it for a very narrow mouth opening and just leave it there. Looks like we've got a steel lever cap. So if I take the blade out, I do want to stress that this is a low angle plane, meaning that the bed angle has been machined at 12 degrees. It comes with a standard 25-degree bevel angle on the iron, which makes it a low angle plane and a low angle attack on the wood. It's great for planing end grain, for example. What's nice is that they also make available blades of different bevel angles. For example, we have one here, it's at 50 degrees and one at 38 degrees. A 38-degree bevel is going to more resemble the actual cutting angle of a standard or conventional bevel down bench plane. And then the 50-degree angle would be suitable for woods with wild grain patterns, and it performs more of a scraping action to take care of those wild grains. So that's nice that you can purchase these and essentially have 3 planes in one body. So that makes it a good value. So right now I'm not seeing anything that really concerns me, so I'm going to sharpen the blade and put it to use and see how well it performs. I have to say that after taking a look at this plane and seeing how well it's machined and put together, I'm really impressed. It's got a lot of weight to it. The castings are nice and thick, so I've got a lot of heft to it, which is what you want in a hand plane. You want that extra mass to help you push through the cut. So I think this one's going to be a keeper.